what you manifest is what you will become. Even if it's delusional, you where you want to be in the future, paint yourself there. And don't tell anybody where you plan to be. Because once you start telling people your plans, things start to crumble. Do it in silence. Move in silence. Be delusional. Know where you want to be. Manifest that. Picture you're already there. It can be on stage in front of thousands of people. Where I'm manifesting right now is so big that I've never told anybody, not even my mom, because I don't want my mom to be like, Larissa, come on. You know what I mean? Like, no. I have this picture and this image of who I want to be and where I want to be, and I'm going to get there. But the goal right now is to stay on my path, keep elevating, and when I get there one day, I'm going to come back to you, Daniel. I'm going to say, look, I made it.
Welcome back to another episode of High Value Discussions. In this episode, I'm sitting down with someone who has quickly become one of the most respected creatives in the Bay Area music scene. My guest is a DJ who has built her reputation not just on skill, but on intention and a real love for the craft. She isn't the type of artist who simply presses play. She's a curator, someone who knows how to read a room, shift an atmosphere, and create moments that people actually remember. In this episode, we are diving into her journey, how she got started, how she built a brand in a competitive space, the business behind being a consistent book DJ, and the mindset it takes to elevate from hobbyist to a respected professional. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Larissa Toscano.
I feel like it was a lot. I feel like I went through different phases growing up. I was pretty bad when I was little. I was, out there doing my thing. I thought I was somebody, and then I surrounded myself with a crowd that I shouldn't have. But my parents raised me very well. They were very loving, always there for me, and we're all so close. I think that's very important to have your family around. Also, I think like my high school years were where I was finding myself, like who I really was. I feel like middle school I was trying to be somebody I wasn't, and then high school hit and I was like, wait, this is me. This is me. You're going to love it or you're going to hate it, and I don't mind that. I'm not for everybody, and I love that because I don't want, the wrong people to surround me. So yeah, it was a lot.
Isn't it funny to kind of reflect back on how we used to try to be so impressive for other people?
Right.
Like me in high school, I was a people pleaser. I was the entertainer. I was the class clown.
That was me.
It was super weird, right? Because all of my friends were thriving academically.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I had it as a badge of honor to not do my work.
Oh, you wanted to be the bad boy.
Yeah, which is so unnecessary because I don't want to say I was dumb. I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I really didn't care about school. But as I got older, I realized like the importance of education.
Yeah.
Like dropped out of college twice and didn't pursue a degree or anything like that. But I just fell in love with knowledge. I fell in love with literacy. I fell in love with I just took it for granted.
Yeah.
I wish I just kind of got slapped in the face at a much younger age and got humbled. But I feel like I was just so arrogant and just did my own thing. I thought I was the cool kid, but I was really just a stupid guy.
I feel like everything happens for a reason. I was pretty smart. I did all my work. I had a 4.0 GPA, but I was bad. Like it was easy for me. Business, numbers and like math, English, everything else was just like this. Like, okay, I got it. I don't really care to be here. I can do this in my sleep, whatever. Yeah. So I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be everywhere at one time. It was so crazy. I feel like I lived about 12 lives in one. It was wild.
But I love those experiences though, because you and I, we've put ourselves in positions where we're like, man, we would not do that today. We would not be surrounded. It's not like they're bad people. It's just not the right mix for us,
right?
Especially where we want to go long term. It was fun at that season. It was necessary for that season, but overall long term, can't.
But I don't regret anything.
No.
I probably wouldn't do it again, but I don't regret it. I learned, I lived. We're here now.
I always like to say, like, I never regret anything because they're all just super necessary. Like the good, the bad, the ugly, the unnecessary, the necessary, it's all good for you. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying? So it's like, just take it all in and absorb it and make the adjustments along the way.
Right.
That's the fun part.
Right.
That's the fun part. If you're repeating the cycle, it's like, oh, you're just asking
Come
for it
on
now.
now. Yeah. It's like a hands-on learning experience. You do this, you either do it the right way, the wrong way, and then the next time you do it, you won't do it that way.
Yeah. So since you were very intelligent growing up, what was your like thought process of like something that you wanted to pursue? I don't know if you had that idea of being a DJ when you were young, or maybe you have. I don't know.
It wasn't there. It wasn't there. Growing up, I wanted to be a veterinarian. So that was like my set. Like when I finish high school, I'm going to go to school and be a vet. I went to Sac State and I didn't know what I wanted to be. So my first 2 years, I was kind of like, I still don't know. Like, I still don't know. And then I started doing business and finance, but I feel like I only did that because it was easy for me, like numbers and all of that. Like, I can do that in my sleep. It's too easy.
Yeah.
So then after that, I don't know. I think growing up too, I've always had a thing for music. I was always around me. That's what I grew up with, in different genres like reggae, old school, hip hop. The old school hip hop, my dad, he would play it in his Impala. Like, I was like, this is it. This is the song right here. So like now, this new music, it's different. Doesn't hit the same, but it was just always there for me. And I used to I had my computer when I was in middle school, and I used to you can go on YouTube and pull up different tabs. So I would have like 5 tabs open, and when a song was going to end, I would open the next tab. So it would just shift into it. And I feel like, okay, you know what? If I can do this, I can do anything. So I would buy like those little DJ things like you can get on your phone, and I would like do it on my phone. And then one day I was just like, you know what? I'm going to buy a controller, and then let's just see what happens. That was 2 years ago. Now I'm here. I've been everywhere. It's crazy.
No, you are stacked. Like,
Yeah.
it's so funny because it's a very, I don't like to use the word competitive anymore. I really don't. I see more things as a very big collaboration. If people want to compete, cool. Like, that's fun.
Right.
I love competition,
So
but
do
I don't like to go into that realm of, it's like, hey man, let's just be collaborative here. If you want to turn to that page, let's play. Let's do it.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I feel like it's so powerful when somebody has an idea and they put it to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you had the idea how you loved music. You had a passion for music. And then you had an idea where it's like, I can make this flow very, very well in a very different way.
Right.
So you can't really look at yourself as just a DJ. You're a creative. You're a director. You're a producer.
Pretty
You're
much.
a lot of hats.
Pretty much.
But is that what you view it as well? Like, where you're
Yeah.
you're not just one talent. You're a variety and very skilled at many different things.
Yeah, it's a lot. I feel like some people would view DJing as like just pressing buttons, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. I spend hours and hours just curating a playlist, finding what songs go with this song, like matching the BPMs. And then like when it's a certain event or a gig, they want something specific. So sometimes you won't have what they want, and then you have to figure it out like yourself. And it may not be your type of genre, but you have to feel it. Because I feel like if you don't feel it and you're there just trying to make it work, people know. You know, like, you know, I'm like, if I'm just here, if I'm playing, like, EDM is not my hotspot. So like if I'm just here throwing it in and I'm standing awkwardly, you're not going to feel it. But normally when I play, I like to get into it, go with the flow. So like when I'm vibing, the whole crowd, like everybody else, they see me, so they're like, hey, I want to do that too. So it just kind of flows. It just it's a lot. It's a lot. I feel like too, people would be like, oh, you can just buy a controller and change a song to the next, but it's not just that. There's so much behind it. And I feel like if everybody's seen what I did behind the scenes, then you would know it's not just one thing. It's a lot of things put in one.
You know what'd be cool? I feel like it'd be nice to have a behind the scenes look into how you curate everything. from bit to detail. And then when it's finalized, you're on stage, you're doing this. Like, I feel like that is a good piece of content of behind the scenes that people would like. You know, because a lot of people, they always ask behind the scenes of everything, or how do you edit a podcast? How do you put everything together? How do you put it out so efficiently? People want to know the workflow. People want to know how we're so productive and kind of make it look effortless.
When you put your podcast out, it looks like butter. It's so smooth. Everything just flows right into each other. So we kind of like do the same thing in a sense.
I feel like when you put so much time into the craft, it's smooth like butter. I always feel that it's like easy as breathing.
Right.
You know, where it's not forced, especially when I'm done doing this. This is the fun part. This is where I get to talk to somebody, have a long form conversation. We laugh, we get so much value within each other, and we walk out of here better. This is the fun part. And then the editing, that's the work, but it's also like flow. And it's funny because when I first met you, it was Cancun. And you were, you weren't a DJ yet. And then you also weren't a DJ yet when the last few times I were seeing you at your aunt's house, Lupe. Shout out to Lupe. I love you. And out of the blue, I remember where you started posting that you were DJing. And I like being that out of the ordinary person. When somebody does something great and something so like that's something uncommon, I like to applaud that from afar. I like to give that person praise, love to give those people flowers, because they're risk taking.
Right.
It's not easy. It's not easy putting an idea out there and seeing it flourish. And sometimes not even getting support.
Luckily, like when I started, I had a big like following and a big crowd already. Like my family was so supportive. And when I got my controller, I remember the first time I ever played was at my cousin's house, and we were in her garage. It was for her birthday. We went to a winery, and then after they were like, come on, like just play. Like you got a controller. I played for a good 9 hours. 9 hours, but I enjoyed it. Like it was so fun just to see everybody dancing and having a good time. And I had no idea what I was doing. I was still learning the system, learning how to do this, do that. And everybody was just having a good time. I look back, I have some videos, and I look back now and I'm like, wow, that sounded so bad. The mix, the transition, why were they vibing to that? Oh my God. Why were they having such a good time? But it was just the vibe. You know what I mean? Like everybody was just having such a great time. And that's what it is for me. Like being able to control a whole vibe in a room, like not just one person, but multiple people. You're in charge of everybody's vibe. So it's kind of like a big deal. It's a really big deal.
It's a huge deal. You know why? Because this is easy, meaning I'm only doing it with one person. It's my job as a host to make sure this conversation is going where we should. There is no 15 people here. There's no audience here to the point where I have to try to entertain them or say something outlandish to the point where they're laughing, giggling, applauding. This is easy. A lot of people can get kind of discouraged when you see 5 people having fun, but then you see one person on the side not having fun. You put so much work into putting everything together. And then when you show up to your gig and you're there, you're flowing, you see everybody smiling, you see everybody having drinks and so on and so forth. But you maybe see like 2 to 3 people looking around, maybe looking at you or so on and so forth. How do you react and respond to that?
I've only had that happen twice. Luckily, I'm so blessed to have such a great following and a great crowd. But I've noticed, like, you can just see it stands out. Like, you see everybody having a good time, and there's one person right in the middle, either just looking at you, or they'll come up to me and be like, can you play this? But it doesn't fit the vibe that we have going on right now. And most of the time, I've tried to, like, curate it into the mixes and, like, just please that one person. In the beginning, I did do that. I would play their song just for them. But then I started to notice, okay, I play this one song for this one person. Nobody else is feeling it but that one person. Why am I changing the whole vibe for one individual? That doesn't make any sense. So as I've come along this little road, I do what I can for the crowd. I read the crowd. If the crowd is feeling it, we're good. If one person is not, it's not my problem anymore.
I've spoken in front of an audience before, and I've spoken at a networking event. There was one person in the crowd. Their body language wasn't feeling what I was saying. And at a moment, it paused me. and it messed with me. So that was something that I needed to work on. That was something that I spotted with myself. Like, hey, you can't get discouraged when you see somebody's facial structure or body language is not there. They may be having a bad day, or they may be sleep deprived, or they may be hungry or need to go to the restroom. I don't know. We can't let those little moments discourage our workflow, our productivity, and what we're doing. Because if we don't show up for this group, not only is that person not going to feel it, but the rest of the people aren't going to feel it either. And that just leaves a worse mark.
It does.
Which you do not want to do.
It does. I did that when I was first starting, and I'm telling you, like those two people that weren't feeling it, when I changed it and I noticed the whole crowd change, I was like, wow, I did all this for this one individual that I do not even know. I'm not gaining anything from this person, and I changed everything for one individual.
How often are you interacting? Are you doing a lot of interacting? Like, because I know people come in the back.
I think it comes to a point where, again, in the beginning, like I had to learn, okay, it's okay to have people behind me and like talking to me. But when it starts to mess up the transition and the flows, I have to cut it. Like, that's it. All right, you got to get from behind me and go over there. I have to focus. I don't want to mess up. But now I think I have a little routine. Like, I can multitask. I can sit here, change a song, and vibe with everybody else, and then talk to this person behind me. But when I start to feel, okay, it's getting a lot, I shut it down. Like, can you just give me a second? Most people are understanding. But then you'll have the handful of people that have had a little too much to drink and will not leave you alone.
You know, since you are a very beautiful woman, I feel like the security would understand, like, hey, we have to protect her too. Because she's leading the room. She's the DJ, but she also has to be protected here. You know what I'm saying? Because it is common that there are a lot of female DJs around, but you see more male DJs than anything. And security doesn't really mind them. It's like, bro, you're fine. You got your posse behind you. You're good. I'll come in there when it's a severe emergency. But the fact that you can just put your hand up like, hey, I need you. That's important. And I feel like the men around there, the security that are necessary for that environment is phenomenal because they keep you safe. But at the end of the day, I genuinely feel like you should have somebody that you trust side by side with you.
And I do. Most of the time I have like family or friends around to do that. But when I do like gigs where I don't have anybody and I don't know anyone, it's kind of hard to, and like sometimes there's no security. So I have to do it myself. It's kind of like, okay, you're doing too much. Can you just please? I'll be nice. I'll be nice at first. But you poke the bear a little too much. I'm gonna pop a little bit.
Do any altercations ever come across? Ever happen?
There's been three. One, I was in myself. Two, that just happened around me. And what my mentality is like, I have to protect my equipment. This is all so expensive. I've invested so much money into this craft. I would hate to see something happen to my stuff, because then I would blow. Like, that's just immediately no. Do not do that. And it sucks. But the one time that I inserted myself, I probably shouldn't have. But I mean, it is what it is. Again, we live and learn. I feel like I was in a different place at that time. I was still adjusting to DJing and then drinking alcohol. So I had one too many, and I seen one of my friends in a situation. So I went from behind the DJ booth out into the mix. And it was a boy and a girl. Like, that's just a whole topic. But I put myself, and I'm a protector. I'm a big protector. If I see one of my loved ones or one of my friends in a situation, I'm going to insert myself. I would rather you be safe, because I know my strength and I know what I can do. So I would rather protect you and me put myself in this position than I see something happen and I didn't do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're too pretty to fight. Don't be fighting, Larissa.
I try, Daniel. I try so hard. I really do. I feel like growing up too, that was like my bad side. I would just purposely go out and look for it. But now that I'm older and I have this mentality, I do my best to refrain from putting myself in a situation where I know something's going to happen. But if somebody were to just, push the wrong button or do too much and I have to, like, you put your hands on me first, then we're there.
I have never ever been in a street fight. I've only fought professionally, and I only use what I've learned through combat if it's an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
If my family is getting attacked, jumped, friends getting attacked, jumped, threats, etc., then that's the time where I will oblige. But if somebody is calling me names, so on and so forth, I'm like, sure,
Yeah.
you got it. That stuff doesn't get to me because it's not worth it.
Not at all.
It's really not worth it. Like, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to break a nose. I don't want to get stitches on my face, nor do I want to do the same thing for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, brother, you're not really mad.
Yeah.
You're fine.
You're
You just had a couple drinks.
right.
It's like
alcohol.
it's the main. It's a funny thing that when males in a nightlife, when they're in the bars, when they're in the clubs, and their first instinct is to fight.
They're trying to be dominant and show some kind of, I don't know what. I don't know. I've never understood that. Like, what are you doing? Actually, I don't understand.
It's in our nature. We're like, if you look at the back in the old days, men always showed their dominance by fighting, by hunting, by showing the female like, hey, I'm the alpha, I can protect you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you do it in an unprofessional manner, it's not very attractive.
No,
You know what I'm saying? If you
not
do
at
it
all.
where you're taking your girlfriend or wife to a restaurant and then some stranger tries to rob you guys and then you protect your wife in that scenario, that is different because
Right.
you didn't go looking for it. You were just being a protector. So I think it's a little bit different rather than taking a million shots and
Mhm.
looking for trouble.
Right.
It's different.
Like, it's those kind of people that ruin the vibe for everybody. Like, everybody's having a good time. Why are you doing that? You just ruined it.
Yeah. Well, it's an ego thing too. You know,
Party's over.
party's over. Yeah. And then they can, if things get, say, so chaotic, they can cancel the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, everybody's like, get out, everybody's gone.
Mhm.
And then that could shorten your time, your
Right.
gig, your experience. So it ruins everything. So
Everything.
luckily and hopefully nothing ever curates to that because it's unnecessary. We don't want to get there.
I don't want to experience that.
Everybody always remembers like their first time being at a gig where you're not doing it in front of the family. You're like out and about.
Outside.
So how was that moment and what was going through your head during that time? Like, were you intimidated? Were you overwhelmed? Were you kind of nervous? I mean, before you even came on here, you were kind of like, dang,
Sure.
I'm shy.
Yeah.
That is more, I would say, you're risking more there.
Mhm.
Here it's just you and I. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody here. You know what I'm saying? It's an empty
Right.
house. But there is people. There's a building. You got eyes locked on you.
My first real gig ever was at a bar. It was called Last Call. It's closed down now, but I remember on my way there, my stomach was just turning and turning. I had my equipment. I was ready. In a sense, I was ready. But when I got there and like plugged everything in, and I was with another DJ and he was like, "You seem like nervous, loosen up. You're going to be okay." But it's just the fact that it's my first time playing in a big crowd with everybody I don't know. Like, this is a lot for me. So again, like I told you, it takes me like 5 minutes to warm up. I was so shy. Like, I was getting nervous. My hands were getting sweaty. I didn't know what song to play. And it again, like, being my first time, how do I start the vibe? What does everybody want to listen to? I don't know. Like, I kind of just wanted to go out and ask the crowd, what song do you want? I'll play it. Whatever one you want. But I think I just had to learn. Like, it was like being thrown in a swimming pool. And, you don't know how to swim. You're going to learn today. You're going to learn. So I did. Luckily, knock on wood, I've never been in a situation where the crowd wasn't feeling me at all. Like, every time it's just been a flow. It's been easy. The energy was there. It's been great. I loved it.
I mean, you nearly have to create the environment.
Mm-hmm.
But also it's like it takes two to tango because
does.
when you see them grooving and moving, it's almost like it makes you go 10x. It makes you on a higher gear. So
Right.
it's almost like you need it back, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you can be on a good run and then you'll throw in something else and it's all the way down. And that's happened to me before. I've been on a great run and then I threw in a song and everybody was just kind of, oh, like I heard that, and I was like, no, I wanted to go home.
Yeah.
I just wanted to pack up my stuff and go home, but obviously you can't do that. So I just find something else to mix it in with, and okay, maybe they'll like this one, and then I'll bring it back. It's a hit and miss sometimes. You can make a mistake, and then everybody's gonna look at you and be like, no, why did she do that? Oh my God. Like, it's because she's a girl. That's why. She doesn't know what she's doing. But then you just have to show them, like, okay, I'm here.
When all these gigs are being booked, how does that go about? Like, are you reaching out to them? They're obviously reaching out to you, vice versa. And that's the thing too. How do you know they have the right traits for you to show up and be under somebody's club, being somebody's under promotion or whatever they're doing? Like, I feel like there's certain things that we should all look for. Obviously, in the very beginning, we just say yes.
Yeah.
We have to show face. We want to get our name out there,
Right.
build a brand, etc., to be able to have a great reputation of like what we do. But at the same time, when our personal stock starts to raise, we have to have the kind of be a little bit more my standards.
There is now. I think in the beginning, like you said, it's important to get your name out there. So I was just taking anything and everything. And luckily, I've never had to ask for a gig. It's always just been given. That's one thing that I can say. I'm super blessed. I've been given opportunities after opportunity, and I've never had to ask for a handout ever. So that's like, I knew I was doing something right when I booked every weekend. But in the beginning, I was taking every gig I could take. But now I have a standard. I don't really do house parties anymore unless you're family or I know the vibe is going to be okay. I've been to a few where guns were pulled out, the party gets shut down, and that was in the very beginning. So I had to learn. I think it was important for me to go through that to learn, okay, do you want to be in a position where this might happen? Or do you want to go to this place where this might happen? And then again, to like being with other DJs. I've been burned a few times in the beginning. It's important to know not everybody has their best interest out for you, especially like when you're on the come up. I've come up pretty fast in these 2 years. I've opened for OGZ, Neff the Pharaoh, John Hart, and a few other artists that were like really big for me and super fast. So when I was starting, I had this one DJ I'll never forget. He said the only reason you're getting booked is because you're a girl and you're pretty. That was like it for me. I knew this guy is not having my best interest behind him, but still asking me to do things with him. But at that point, like when he said what he said, it might have not been a big deal for him, but I held that to heart. And I think about that to this day. I don't want to be known for being a pretty DJ. I want to be known for being talented and good and having, skills. It's just, that was crazy. Hearing that was a lot for me. And then when it comes to money, so I've had a few DJs, we do gigs together, and normally you split half. One DJ gets paid and then you split it. Well, I did one with this guy my first year, and he didn't want to give me the half. And I was still learning. So like, I was like, okay, well, maybe I just didn't do that good enough. But now where I'm at now, I will never do business with someone unless I know it's going to be 50-50 or I'm getting my half out of it. Like, that was crazy. I never got paid that gig, and that's time out of my day. It's not like I have time to give. I'm so busy. I have a big girl job Monday through Friday. I work with ag. During the weekend, I DJ Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and every weekend I've been booked. Again, so blessed to be so busy. That's what I want. Like, I can't complain about being busy. Like, I have no time to really, like, sometimes I just want to sit at home and do nothing. But this is what I asked for. I wanted a full plate, and now I'm eating, and I want to take care of everybody else around me. So I can't complain. We live and learn. You do things, you go through situations where you learn. And then now okay, I will not do that again. I will not do this. I'm not going to do business with this person. And also, being a girl DJ, I feel like everybody thinks it's so easier because there's a lot of male DJs out there. So as a girl, like, you're good, you're pretty, you're going to get booked. There comes a point where you will start networking and doing business with people. And then, and most of the DJs are boys. They're men. Men tend to circulate back to one thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know where I'm getting at here.
Shoot it. Let's go. Let's be honest here.
Men want, when you see a pretty female, you want one thing, you want it out of her. I've done business with a few, I want to say like 8. I can name 8 people on my hands right now that I've done business with. And in the beginning, it's all good. Like, hey, we're friends. And then they start confessing their love. They start, come back to my house. Can you just do this for me? Immediately, no. Now we can't do business together. Like, I want to be like you, and you just ruined the networking, the business partnership together because you brought up this comment, and now I know where your head's at. I can't do business with you anymore. It ruins everything, and it sucks. As a girl, it sucks because I'm cool. Like, I'm so chill. I feel like I don't give that vibe. I'm shy, but when I warm up and I'm outgoing, I'll sit here and talk to you. I'll ramble, I'll do whatever, and I'm so chill. So I feel like some people take that in a different way. They take it as flirting or, yeah, she wants me. I can promise you, no. I have my standards very high, and I just had this one individual, and he showed me a lot. I will give it to him. Hats off to you. He's been DJing for a really long time. So we started doing collabs together, and we were a great duo. I really think that we were fantastic. And then this is just like a couple months ago, like I'm on my 2nd year. We're doing so good together. We're throwing these events. We're doing this. We're doing that. He put me on to so many things, and I appreciate that. But then he started to confess his love. We just did so good together, and now you're saying you can't work with me because I don't feel the same way about you. How does that make sense? Like, please, I'm in this for the money, for the good vibes, for just having a good time, and you ruined that. You just killed it, the vibe, and people will ask me like, wow, what happened to you and so? I'm not one to air people's business out. Yeah. So I will just be like, well, I've been booked and busy, and I really have been. But I know there's times where this individual will like do little things like petty, will like my stuff, and then like we'll post his stuff. And he has brought out a few other new DJs, which are boys now. They're boys. So I don't understand why you've been in this game for so long. And from the beginning, I told you my intentions. Like, you knew there was nothing there. I don't know why you got it twisted. And I don't know if it's just a boy mentality. I don't know what it is.
It's
I don't understand.
A lack of mental awareness and mental maturity for sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. He sees it I would say that's very prideful, meaning like, you said no to me. Look at everything that I've done. I've shown you. I've helped educate you. I passed down so much. And then when he gets rejected, he's like, you're going to reject me? This and that. Very prideful. It's unfortunate. But it's a like you said, it's a very boyish mentality.
Very, very boyish. But he is older, so I would assume that's why I have a problem too. Like, I assume if you're older, you already have this mentality. Okay, like you're smart, you're mature. I feel like I've been in a mentality where I grew up a little faster than the generation that we're in now. So my mentality is not where everybody else is at. So you're offering me materialistic things and giving me compliments. I don't want that. I want to do business. That's what I'm here for. What you can do for me, I can do for myself. There's no reason for us to take this any further than it is. This is just business. It's always been business, and I reiterate that to everybody. Like, if it's a boy, this is business. If I'm talking to you in a nice way, please do not take that the wrong way. Hey, we can do some gigs together. Yeah. Why not? No, I can't, because I like you still. Oh my God.
Like, brother, you can flip the switch.
Right.
You should be able to. And the fact that you can't, it's a skill issue. I feel like people can't separate the two when it comes to business and a pursuit of a significant other. It's like you should be, if you're at a gig, especially in any field, if you're in a conference, if you're speaking, if you're doing something, your mind should be fixated on your task, on your obligation, not like, "Ooh, who's this on my left? Who's this on my right? Oh my God, I'm a little distracted here. I'm doing my transitions, I'm doing all my work, but I'm also distracted because this young lady over here is
Mm-hmm.
attractive." It's like, brother, where's your discipline at? You
Right.
know, show your discipline because that will show to her. Because, and honestly, that was protection. Because say if you guys ended up being together, he already showed you an ugly trait of his
Your true color
by
showed.
exactly in a very short period amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you guys were working together for a few months or a year or so like that,
Yeah.
but when you got rejected or when you had a taste of something that it didn't go your way, you responded very
Immaturely, very immaturely. And you
yeah,
see, you get it. Like, that's, I understand. Like, as a boy, yes. If I led you the wrong way and I gave you the wrong intentions, I will take full accountability. But I do not purposely for that reason. Like, I have, again, my standards are so high. Like, how do
as
you
it.
say?
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that. You know what? Cheers to that. I, people say, like, sorry, people say physical looks are, not that important. To me, it's up there. It's up there
For
along
sure.
with your mentality, how you carry yourself, your physique, what your goal is in like the next 10 years. Like how are you thinking? You know what I mean? And again, like what I can do for myself, you can do for me. If we can be a team and partner and, go for the long game, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want someone who's living in a studio with no bathroom and no living room, no kitchen. I want to cook dinner. I want to eat. I want to have kids. Where are our kids going to live?
Yeah.
Not here. Not here. Like, yes, you have a nice car. Yes, you have nice clothes. What about a house? Do you have Are your bills paid? Do you have 401k? Are our kids going to have insurance?
But unfortunately, we live in a generation where it's playtime. There's
Yeah.
no there's no form of accumulating assets. There is no form of protecting yourself. There is no form of building multiple umbrellas because there are
Mhm.
so many storms. And how are you going to protect yourself during those storms? So like I see resources, I see money as a form of umbrellas. How many do I have? Because there's going to be a storm for this date. There's going to be a storm for this year, a family passing. How am I going to respond? How am I going to help out? You need to be prepared.
Mhm.
You know, money's not everything, but it is a shield.
It is.
It's a great shield for life's adversities. And if you make your money and then spend it on useless things, you're going to pay the consequences down the road.
Right. That's why I was telling you you're different. You are one of one in this generation. I don't know why we're like this.
But it is tough in this generation. It really is. And
Hard.
it's kind of funny because like I was saying off air how you're a really beautiful woman and
Thank you.
it must be tough being in that what is it called, the night culture, the
The
nightlife,
nightlife.
nightlife. It
Yeah.
must be tough because you were such a grounded individual. You know what you want, you know what you are looking for, but unfortunate you're at certain areas where you love what you do, but
Mhm.
at the same time you are having men approach you that you don't want.
Right. And again, like going back to what you said, like options. Yeah, of course I have options. I have plenty of options, but that's not what I'm looking for right now. Right now, I'm so invested in doing what I'm doing. Like, I'm so busy. I think it's unfair of me actually to give someone, how do you say, an expectation that, okay, yeah, like, let's try. Because I don't have the time of day. And I know people say you make time for what you want. Well, right now, what I want is to make money and be set
Yeah.
for my future. That's what I want. So, unless you can match that, then we can't really go anywhere. I did have a little situation, I guess you can say. A
It's just
situation.
crazy.
I thought I was in love, Daniel. I really
Uh-oh,
did.
talk
I
about it.
really did. I just started DJing, okay? I was like ending 24, going into 25 years old. I was at a family party. And you know when they say when you meet someone when you're not looking, that's it.
Yeah.
This was the moment. I did not want to go that day. My cousins had to come to my house and make me get ready and take me. So when I get to this party, I seen this individual and I was like, wow, okay. So we got introduced because this person was a part of the family in a sense. So we meet, we talk, and then this person just caught my attention automatically. Like I was like, wow, okay, I'm hooked. Okay, so they got my number, my social media, whatever. And what also had me was this person, they said that wouldn't stay long, but this person stayed the whole time that I was there until I left. So we start talking and then we start going on trips. We start doing this, we start doing that. This person had a kid. To me, it's not really a big deal. Like, okay, you know, that goes to show like you're a great parent. Like, okay, you're doing everything good. And then time passes by, true colors are shown. It was just very toxic and I was still kind of learning mentally. My frontal lobe wasn't developed yet. Beginning 25, like it was just getting there. I was very mature for my age and this person was 4 years older than me. So I was 25 and they were turning 30. So on their birthday, I took them on a trip. We went to San Francisco, did a little helicopter ride. It was very
Jeez.
romantic.
Yeah.
Loved it. You know, I would, if I'm really into you, I will spend my last dollar on you. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'll give you everything.
Also, none of that though. None of
What
that.
do you mean none of that?
Like my mom raised me, never had let your wife pay for anything or your girlfriend nothing.
Yeah, well, that was me. That was me. I was over here splurging. And then one day to the next, it flipped. And I thought I was in love this whole time, but when the true colors were shown, I didn't like that. I didn't like being in that position. I didn't like feeling like that. And I was down bad for like a year. I've just like a couple months ago, I started feeling myself again. And I was like, I'm never going to put myself in a position where I'm going to let someone have that big of an effect on me. Knowing their past, I still gave them the benefit of the doubt. You had a kid. I did a lot for you. And you just threw everything away like it was nothing and made it seem like it was my fault. Again, accountability. I made some mistakes. So did they. But at the end of the day, you couldn't take accountability. You carried on the situation after it was over, lying, saying, you know, little rumors and things. I don't like that. I vouched for you after you dogged me. I did everything I lied to my own people to make you look better. And you just ruined all of that. Now that I know the real you, I wasn't in love. I was blinded. I was in lust. I thought I painted this person out to be someone I wanted them to be. But when you really get to know somebody that's not who they are, you start to see, okay, this wasn't it.
You know what's so funny? It's so hilarious how people put up a front for a few months.
And being so grown too at your grown ass age, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing actually? I'm younger than you. I should be the one acting like you're acting.
Yeah.
What is this? That's what showed me I'm not looking for love right now, because I know what kind of future I want. And if someday I meet someone that happens to meet my high criteria, then we're good. But right now I'm just living. I'm just going with the flow, with the waves, the motion. I feel like that's important too. Like if you are okay with being alone and enjoying your own company, then and only then can you bring somebody else into yours. Like this generation now just likes little flings and hookups, and I don't want that. I don't want to just sleep with you for a night and then never talk to you again. Like, no. I want us to be together forever. I want us to wake up together. I want us to cook together. I want us to do those little cute things. The pumpkin patches, the matching Christmas things.
The Disneyland.
Like, I don't even like Disneyland, but I'm willing to go to Disneyland with you. I've never even been there. People that don't have the same mindset as you and me will get intimidated. I've heard that a few times too. Like, you're not the same on social media because you see me posting and having a good time DJing, dancing, but when you meet me in real life, I don't want to just talk about that. I want to talk about other things. Like I'm different. I like to read. I like to go on hikes. I like to go to the beach. I love the beach. But you wouldn't know that because I don't put it on my social media. And a lot of people like go to social media. This is where the answer's at. This is how she is in real life. No, you see what I want you to see. I don't post everything. Sometimes I'm having a really shitty day and I will post the funniest meme ever. You would never know. You would never know that I'm having such a shitty day. Sometimes I could be sad and I'm out DJing and I'm smiling. You would never know. It's just you guys see what we want you to see. So when you meet us in real life and you don't get the same, I don't know, how do you say it, the same visual, the same depiction, that's not on me. That's on you. You don't know me. And I can strongly say whoever knows me in real life knows how I am. So people that think they know me from social media are going to get a different vibe when they see me in person, when I'm not drinking, when I'm just chilling, having a good time by myself. Why are you so quiet? I'm shy. This is just how I want to be. Like sometimes I just don't like talking. Let's just listen to music and be quiet.
The times that I've known you and spent time with you, now I'm starting to realize this. Like you were shy, but
shy.
like you said, the first 5-10 minutes, once you start to get the ball rolling, you're fine. You're fluid, you're flowy, you are like out. You're blossoming. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm starting to realize that, because I remember when I first met you in Cancun, was the first interaction I had. You like barely said a word. You're just like, hi.
Yeah. I'll do a little tap on the shoulder. Hi, how are you? See you later.
And me, I always like to give so much because I want that back.
Yeah.
Meaning I'm willing to give everything just so I can get that back.
Did you feel like I was standoffish?
Mm.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Well, it makes sense because we don't know each other.
Yeah.
It makes sense. We're on vacation. You know, like we're literally swimming, we're drinking, we're literally out and about. It's like, who is that? And then as the days pass by, it's more natural. You know, and then when I saw, exactly. And then when I saw you at Lupe's house at the get-togethers, no different. It was like, oh my God, how are you? Big old hugs. It was like, oh my gosh, like I'm with the people. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I love that feeling, but I'm okay with giving everything to get that back, even if I get backstabbed.
And that's truly a blessing. You are a blessing in disguise, I could say, because I used to be like you. And then things happen, you go through certain situations, and it does change you in a way where you see things differently. I've been through so many situations where I used to think I was this, I used to think I was that, and I used to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But right now I'm in an era where I'm so selfish and I'm so confident in who I am. If I feel your vibe is not matching mine, or I feel any kind of animosity, or you just rub me the wrong way, immediately no.
Yeah.
You're not getting a second chance. I don't like your energy. I'm not going to waste mine on you to give you a second chance.
Yes.
You mess up, you made a mistake, you should have fixed it. You should have never made that mistake in the beginning.
There you go. So that's exactly what I was talking about. It's almost the first interaction where people get so shocked. We're like, dude, Daniel just told me so much right now. Like, this is a little too much. I'm like, no, I'm glad I told you too much. I want to see what you do with it.
Yeah.
You know, like, show me your true colors.
Are you going to run with it and tell everybody what I just told you?
Or are you going to learn from it and absorb it and take it away? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I want to see what you do with it, because I'm okay with being criticized. I'm okay with being talked about. I'm fine because I know who I am. I know who my God is. That's it.
Exactly.
I don't have to worry about these earthly things going around, so on and so forth. I'm cool with all that stuff. That's fine. Like all of these little things, they do not faze me. They do not bother me.
Exactly. Like if you say I'm this, I'll be that.
Sure.
I can be that.
And I love having this podcast because I've already said it out loud. Meaning nobody growing up who I grew up with said, Daniel's this person. Daniel said this when we were younger. Daniel did this. Daniel did that. Daniel did that. Yeah, I already said that. I mean, I owned up to it already.
It's already there.
Yeah. Like I'm okay with putting all my stuff out there. Like there's nothing better than just owning up to the negative things that you've said, did, etc. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's key. If you can own up to what you've done and you accept everything that you've done, then there's nothing anybody can say that's going to affect you in any kind of way. Yes, I know I did that. And I did. And unfortunately, it's already done. Yeah. What can I do? Sit here and cry about it? No. Just push it on. Yeah. It is what it is. Play
Yeah.
ball.
And it's funny because everybody has like that mentality right now. Speaking of like the generation of the poor me.
Mm. Pick me. I'm the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not. I don't know how it got to that point. I really don't. Nobody can take accountability anymore. No one can say, I did this. No, you did it. If I cheated, you made me do it. If I kissed somebody else, you made me do it. You weren't giving me attention, so I had to. Wow.
I mean, all we can do is just do what we're put here to do.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
If
And
you
then
know yourself.
exactly. And then obviously like you said, take care of the people who are part of that inner circle.
That's
like
important.
you probably feel this way because that's the energy and the aura that I feel off you. Our money, our resources are not ours. The way I see it, my money and my resources are God's and my family and my loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am not here to receive. I'm here to give.
Exactly.
That's what I'm here for. Like,
exactly.
my job is just to work. And I get
Yeah.
so much fulfillment of working, putting puzzles together, seeing the fruit. Okay, now I'm going to give the fruit away.
I love giving.
Yeah.
I truly love giving. It means a lot to me to be able to work as hard as I do and be able to give to my family. Like, oh, you don't have it right now? I got it for you. Here you go. And I don't want anything back. I don't want anything back. I want to give it to you because it makes me feel so good. But then you have those people where you give and then you give and they take advantage and then you're like, well, I don't want to give anymore. You abused my, I wouldn't say not vulnerability, but like you abused what I was giving you as a gift because I love you. Like, why did you take advantage of that? Now I can't give it to you anymore.
Yes. But that's why I think it's so valuable to give so much because you get to see what are you going to do with it. And if you do wrong, brother, you just showed me what almost I
Yeah.
didn't want to see, but it's unfortunate. I saw your true colors, nothing but love, nothing but success, but you cannot be in the inner circle. God bless you, but sorry, brother, can't do it.
Very important.
That's why I'm okay with it.
Very
It's like
Yeah.
when I meet somebody new, I pour out. I
Me
go.
too.
It's
Me too.
essential. I think
And
it's
it
important.
doesn't hurt me in the end. Like, let's say you abuse me. You can't say, yeah, I got what I wanted out of her. No, you didn't, because I give out of love. I genuinely give, so it doesn't hurt me. It just, now I know who you are, and I don't want to give to you anymore. It's okay. I wish you would have seen that in the long run, because you're going to come running back. It's gone.
I know DJing gives you so much fulfillment and purpose, but what's the hardest thing about it?
The hardest thing about DJing, there's a few things I would say, but I think the hardest thing about DJing is not fulfilling your customers' like needs. I've never not done that, but I've seen a few other DJs go down a rabbit hole and you can get lost in it. Like, there's so much things going on. You can get lost in drinking, you can get lost in drugs, and then that's when things start to spiral. And I've seen someone that I know, they were DJing and they got lost in exactly that. And just like the reactions out of everybody else that I seen, you just ruined your whole reputation off of one night because of the alcohol, because of the drugs. You made the biggest mistake. And now no one wants to book you because you made that mistake. And this goes back to like what you were saying, oh, playing victim. It's not my fault. How is it not your fault? Just take accountability. If you took accountability, maybe it would be different. No, it's not my fault. I just had a bad day. We all have bad days. If you could just own up to that. And that's what I don't want to be. Seeing that firsthand, I refused to go down the same hole as them. I don't want that. I know you can get so lost in it. And I started there. I was going up a little bit, but then I leveled out. This is where you need to be. I think it's important too, you need to surround yourself by people you want to be like. In the beginning of DJing, I was just surrounding myself by everybody. Like, it, let's all just kick it. Let's all just do gigs together. Then you start to see the true colors. You start to see the little rituals they do, the little practices, and you don't want that. You want to surround yourself with someone you want to be like, and then you'll go here. If you're over here surrounding yourself with people that are doing the same thing, you're going to stay right here. Do you want to go up or do you want to stay down? It's a choice.
Like genuinely love being surrounded by people who are just simply better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Growing up, I was always surrounded by people who were better than me at everything. And that forced me to adjust.
Yes.
That's why that's why that victim mentality is so weird to me. Cause I'm like, what, where did this trait come from?
Mm-hmm.
I always tell somebody all the time, like they're always talking about the news. They're always talking about this. I'm like, hey brother, stop watching it.
Yeah.
I just solved your problem. Stop watching it.
Mm-hmm. What you're giving into and what you're feeding back is it's all going in rotation. It's a circle. Like what you're, how do I say? Let's say I'm hanging out with someone and they're continuously doing this one thing. I'm going to continuously do. I'm going to follow right in their tracks. Do you want to be like that? Or do you want to be like this? Do you want to make money or do you want to sit on a couch all day and talk about everybody else and what they're doing and what you could have done? Stand up. Like, I just want to pick you up. You just please stand up really quick.
Right? I think it's so important when winners take the time to be able to support other people so they can win too.
Being humble is very important. Yeah. And in this game, in this DJ game, it's not too often you see that. It's a lot of competition, like you said in the beginning.
It's good to get challenged. Okay. We need it. You know, like even like when somebody has a YouTube channel and there's like negative comments, or TikTok, negative comments, etc. You could either look at it as like, oh my God, people are so mean, or you could say they're exposing me. Meaning, I say a lot. I say like a lot. You know?
Me too. I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Like there are moments where the comments are actually informative. Yeah. So I could either take it as like, these people are so mean, or I'm like, oh, they're showing me my weaknesses. And I'm like, I'm going to take this. I'm like, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah. And they get so confused when I actually comment something positive on it. They're like,
I'll take this and then I'll spin off of it. Yeah.
Exactly. I just think that's necessary to be able to adjust and not react on how they would want to.
Your reaction is really everything.
Yeah.
To like a negative comment or sometimes people really just say whatever to, get on your nerves, and you have to know the difference between someone who's really looking out and someone who's just like, just gaslight them. Yeah. I don't like you just because I don't like you.
You know what's so funny? I love what I can't wait for you. I love seeing your stories. I love seeing your feed, because there's going to come a time where there's going to be thousands of people. Right now, there's a good handful of people there, but there's going to come a time, and I can't wait for this post that you're going to post in the future without a doubt. There's going to be thousands of people, and then you on stage behind that.
So speaking of that, I've heard someone say, what you manifest is what you'll become. Even if it's delusional, you where you want to be in the future, paint yourself there. And don't tell anybody where you plan to be. Because once you start telling people your plans, things start to crumble. Do it in silence. Move in silence. Be delusional. Know where you want to be. Manifest that. Picture you're already there. It can be on stage in front of thousands of people. Where I'm manifesting right now is so big that I've never told anybody, not even my mom, because I don't want my mom to be like, Larissa, come on. You know what I mean? Like, no. I have this picture and this image of who I want to be and where I want to be, and I'm going to get there. But the goal right now is to stay on my path, keep elevating, and when I get there one day, I'm going to come back to you, Daniel. I'm going to say, look, I made it.
You could always tell when somebody's so fulfilled, right? I always say this all the time, and people get probably so annoyed about this. I say on the podcast all the time, but eyes just don't lie. Yeah. Like eyes tell the whole story. So when I see you, you're a workhorse. You do so much day to day to day, but just by looking at you, you're fulfilled.
I am.
So like, how are you able to just be able to balance that from being so I hate the word busy, productive. You are so productive throughout your day to day to day, but somehow it's almost like you make it look effortless.
It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. I think that you have to find a balance, because you can get so worked up into everything that you're doing, you can get lost and like crumble. But you have to find the right balance, being able to be so productive and then finding time for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes right before bed. Self-confirmation is what I do. Like before I go to bed, I'll be like, man, Larissa, you're doing so good. If nobody has told you yet, you know, you work so hard, you take care of everybody around you. And I do, like, I will take care of my family. I'll put everybody first. And that's what it is for me. Like, I'm doing everything right. This is what I wanted. Some days will be so hard where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But I'm like, you asked for this. This is what you wanted. You wanted to be so busy. You wanted to work so hard and you wanted money. More money comes more problems, but more money comes stability, comes financial plans, comes everything. People say money doesn't make you happy, but it makes me happy. Being able to take care of my family, being able to do what I want to do every day is like my birthday. If I wanted something, I'll go and get it right now.
Right.
I don't need to ask anybody. I don't need to depend on anybody. And that's what I love. Don't need a handout. Don't need your help. I can do it myself. I will struggle till all my last breath and do it myself than ask anybody for help. I don't want help because that's like asking for a handout. I don't need that. I'll cry. I'll bleed. I'll do everything it takes, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out because I love giving and I love paying. To this day, like, people would try to get me things. I don't want it. Like, I appreciate it and I love the gesture. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you though. What do you want? I'll get you what you want, but don't give it to me. Don't. Please.
Why is that?
I don't know.
So I'm the same way where I am a huge giver. I am a terrible receiver.
Terrible.
You know why? Because I feel like I have everything.
Yeah.
I have everything that I want. Really. Like I'm not talking about items. I'm talking about just fulfillment. I'm talking about the people around me. That's what I'm talking about. Like I have everything I need. I don't need anything. So when people try to give me something, whether it's something, I'm just like, brother, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Family, you don't got to.
I don't want it.
Like I appreciate it. And if it's a gift, of course, I'm going to take it. But like, still, I'm a terrible receiver.
Dude, we're the same. Why are we the same? What's your sign?
March 9th? I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
I've heard Pisces before.
Pisces. All I know, like, I'm not really big on signs. I just know about myself.
Yeah.
Sagittarius. I'm pretty strong.
Yeah.
We're the same though. You're giving the same as me. And exactly fulfillment. Like, I'm happy with everything that I have. There's nothing that I can be like, I really want that. I have it. I have loved ones. I have my close ones around me. I have a job. I have a house over my head. I have clothes on my back. I have money. What else can I ask for?
Yeah. And that's the best.
A kid, but later.
How many kids you want, by the way?
4.
4?
4.
That's a good number.
Right now, I don't want any. I don't want none right now. So let me make that very clear. Because my sister just had a kid. And I get so frustrated. I'm just like, okay, I've had him for 3 hours. You can have him back now. I'm done. But that's how I know I'm not ready. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. I don't want to stop what I'm doing just yet. And I know it's like a big thing. It's like love. Like that's a huge. I love him. I love him to death. But wow. You're just doing so much right now. Just get out of my face, please. Oh my God.
No, it's true. Like I love my niece to death, but when there were moments where like I spent the whole day with her, I was like, this is different.
It's a lot.
It's different. Like we talk about all the time, like how we're patient, how we're responsible, so and so. It's like being a parent is a next level of responsibility.
It's top tier.
Top tier. That's why
round of applause to all
they don't get enough praise.
Yeah,
they don't. We praise entrepreneurs, we praise businessmen and women, but the parents are the ones that raise those kids, raise those innovators. So it's like the parents should get all that.
Like you're not even living your life anymore. You're living their life. You're giving up your life to live theirs.
Yes.
And a big, round of applause to my parents, to your parents. That's hard. Like growing up, I didn't really realize. I was like, wow, my mom's doing way too much right now. But now that I'm older and I'm thinking differently, my mom and my dad had so much patience for me. I don't understand. There's no way I would have lived with myself. I know when I have a kid, I'm just going to run into another me. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't. I'm dreading that day, Daniel. I'm dreading it.
I just can't wait for the mini-me.
Yes.
I can't wait where, like me, I can care less if it's a boy or girl. I want best of both worlds. That's all I know. It's like,
so it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl.
I could care less. I just want that title of like fatherhood.
You're going to make a great dad one day.
I can't wait. My goodness. I can't wait.
Give me about 10 years.
10 years?
Okay, maybe like 9. I don't know. Before I turn 32, yes. I feel like after 33, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'll adopt.
Yeah.
But I don't want my body to just get ruined. I'm
I
scared.
think you'll be fine.
I'm
I think you'll be
scared.
fine. And I also want to let you know, we did talk about part 2. When people come on here, they think this is one and done. It's not.
Okay.
So when you come on here, don't think that, oh my gosh, I didn't say what I wanted to say. I didn't give what I wanted to give, or so on and so forth. It's like, no, Larissa, you're a part of this. Like, this is yours. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to like see this and like, oh my God, Daniel, I have a big show that I'm doing. I want to come on here and promote it. Larissa, come on here. We'll talk. We'll have fun. We'll have wine. We'll give you the clips so you have the content to promote it. I got you. Don't think that this is one and done, because it's not. Like, this is for the people. Truly. It's not, like I said, my resources, the things that I have, they're not mine. It's for God and God's children. That's it. So whenever you want to come on, by all means. But I have 2 more questions for you.
Shoot 'em.
So I like to do this a lot of the times and put my guests on the hot seat.
Oh God.
So if this was your podcast, right? High Value Discussions hosted by Larissa. And if you had a question about me that you were curious about, what would that question be?
Okay. How do you maintain the mentality you have right now, doing everything you do and listening to everybody's different views and opinions? How do you manage to stay the same?
I think it's always so important to stay rooted to your principles. It's so important to gain the perspectives of others. I'm surrounded by literacy. I've read a lot of books, and I've taken something from each and every book. Not the entire thing, but something. So every time I have an interaction with somebody, I take something and I get to implement it with my day-to-day life, where it helps my creative flow. It helps when it comes to my negotiations, and it comes when my productivity, everything. But you still got to stay rooted to what brought you to the game. It's important to be a sponge in every scenario you're in. Every room I go into, I always just kind of see myself as the white belt, where I am the beginner here. I'm the sponge. Just because I've had the show for over 2 years, I'm the sponge. I'm sitting down with you, learning from you. You're the one teaching me. That's how I see it. Even though I've had this a while, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm a sponge here. Like, I'll never be the master. I'll never be the expert. I'm a student always. And that keeps me core to my roots, because I know what it feels like to think that you have it all set in stone. Yeah. I know what that feeling is like when you just think you have it all figured out. You don't. Like, we'll never have it figured out. And how people are so stressed out every single day. I don't have this much money yet. I don't have this career set in stone yet. I don't have a significant other yet. I don't have this many kids yet. It's like, bro, you'll never figure it out. Yeah. Just continue the pursuit. And that's my principles. I'm not trying to be perfect every day. I want that certain percentage of growth day by day by day by day. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's so much fun. There's dire consequences when you don't show up. Yeah. And fighting taught me that. Fighting taught me when you take a back seat and you don't need to go, I don't need to train today. I don't need to do this today. I don't need to eat clean today. I don't need to do this today. Well, your opponent is doing that. Your opponent's being disciplined. Your opponent's showing up and you're slacking. Okay, well, there's going to be dire consequences come fight night, and he's going to put you in your place because you didn't do your duty. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I take my day-to-day. I'm not a professional fighter anymore, but I show up every day because there's dire consequences if I don't. Yeah. So it's not hard. It's not hard because this is what God put me here to do. We're in a world that's so like, that's just brain rotting people. That is like decreasing people, deteriorating people day by day by day. And the Lord really put me into like so many seasons where he gave me so many skills, but he's telling me, stop playing small, put it out there, go help more people. You're playing too small. Like, stop being disobedient to me, do more. Because I gave you the ability to do more, but you're not doing it. So I'm like, all right, I'm so sorry. Stop slapping me, stop hitting me. I got you, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not hard, it's fun. What people say as you work too hard, you do this, you do too much. No. Absolutely not. I need more. Yeah, I need to do more because I have way too much energy. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to do something after this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. I have too much to give. And that's the fulfillment side of it. You know, that's the best side of it. Feels good. It feels amazing. It's the best. So I would say that keeps me steady. It keeps me grounded and it keeps me rooted to the pursuit. And it's the best feeling.
You make me want to do more. Like, I don't want to just go home, and I feel like now I'm not doing enough. Like you just said, now I want more.
Yeah.
What else can I add to my plate?
Yes.
Bring it on.
And people kind of see that as toxic. Like, you should be happy what you're doing already. I understand. I agree. I completely agree. What we're doing, both of us, we get fulfillment of what we do. But we are givers.
Yeah.
And we are so skilled at so many different things. We just want to keep passing it down.
Yeah.
So it's not about doing more. It's about how could I give more? I will never stop working ever because I want to keep giving it away.
Exactly.
I just want to give it away. I want to keep working until I can't no more because I just want to keep giving it away.
Same.
It's the best feeling of being useful to somebody when they need assistance with something, whether it be with their fitness, whether it be with their production, whether it be with their finances. If you're skilled at a certain area, assist somebody. And there's no better feeling than giving back.
Give. Literally give.
Well, Larissa, my last and final question for you, okay? So you, like I said, we were talking about how productive you were. Scratch the busyness. There is no busy. There's just simply productive. Out of all the things that you constantly pursue on a day-to-day basis, and when the music finally stops, what truly, truly fulfills you in life?
Just knowing that I've come so far from where I started. I've been through different stages in life. I've learned a lot. And where I'm at right now, I'm so happy. Even if not every day is the greatest, I'm surrounded by so much love and I have so much to give. I can't complain. There's nothing to complain about. I'm happy. Even when I'm tired, I'm happy. When I'm sad, I'm happy. When I'm mad, I'm happy.
Larissa, if people want to get a hold of you, where should they go?
My Instagram. Start there.
Is that how people reach out to you too? The DMs? The
Well,
emails?
I have my email.
Oh.
I don't give my number out unless you're real special.
Yeah, right.
You have it, so you're special.
Yeah. And honestly, just to tell the audience this is how you know Larissa is so productive. We've been trying to set this up. This
How many
podcast
years,
up,
Daniel?
it felt like years. It really did. It felt like a long time, but honestly, what did I say yesterday? It's worth the wait.
It was worth it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love how you were pretty stressed coming on here.
I was. My stomach was tickling coming inside of here. It
But
tickled.
at the end of it, how does it feel?
I'm so at ease.
Right?
Now I'm literally chilling.
Well, Larissa, I want to thank you for your time. I haven't seen you in quite some time.
Let's
But
change that.
absolutely. But I also love seeing you thrive. I love seeing you take that risk, and there's so much fruit out of it. You know what? I love when people just take that leap and there's so much that comes out of it. There's so much like where it's like, man, a lot of people when they start something, they don't get to see the fruit right away.
Yeah.
But you have. And for me from afar, winners really like to support other winners. Winners really like to applaud other winners. And that's why I have winners on here, because I want to give you guys all the praise. I want to give you guys all the flowers. I want to applaud you guys because we don't get thanks enough. We don't get the applause enough. And we don't say that you're doing a good job enough. And I want to tell you that you're doing a phenomenal job. And I'm telling you, the people that you are DJing in front of now, it's a great amount of people, but you're going to be doing a lot of people down the road. And I will not be surprised when it happens. When somebody's gifted with a craft and they put so much time into it, it's a blessing. So I will not be surprised with all the success coming your way. It's bound to happen, without a doubt.
Daniel. The feeling is very mutual.
Well, it's
Very
coming our
mutual.
ways for sure, all right?
We're going to eat together.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. If you got a lot of value out of this, please do me a favor and support our channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Make sure to hit that follow button on Spotify to stay updated with our latest episodes. And if you are listening on Apple Podcast, I would greatly appreciate it if you would leave a 5-star rating, followed by with a review. Again, thank you all for the support. Stay loving, stay hungry, and stay excellent.